Good morning, my fellow captives. Welcome to day 73 of our stay in place order. And, you know, just when you didn't think it could get any more exciting, here we are. All the excitement we can handle for one day, or 1 week, or 1 year, whatever you want to call it. Lots more civil unrest last night. Good morning, Tom. How you doing, buddy? Definitely some civil unrest and a lot more looting, a lot more violence, a lot more everything. Didn't seem to slow down at all. Saw the police, though. I was watching the news late last night, and the cops were definitely rounding people up. Like there in Dallas, they actually corralled them onto the bridge and just closed up both ends and arrested everybody who was on the bridge. I thought that was kind of cool. Good morning, Susan. I don't know about you, ma'am. I could not watch that race last night because I could not stand Kyle Busch in the freaking as commentary. And the other Busch, I don't mind him so much, but the other one, no, I had to turn it off. I don't even know who won. Don't care. Nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Anyway, so lots more civil unrest last night. A lot more. Hey, Icy, how you doing? Definitely, man. You know, I think this is a history lesson. So let me give you a little history lesson. Today, 1865, the Civil War officially ended. So it would be nice if we could actually, in this scenario that we're in right now, today it would be appropriate. The Civil War wasn't completely over slavery. Just, you know, a lot of people think that it was all about slavery, and it's not. The Civil War was primarily about slavery, but there was economics, there was land issues, there was lots of other things that were, but mainly slavery. Anyways, another little history lesson. 1968, this country was in pretty much the same kind of turmoil we're in right now, and a lot of protesting over the Vietnam War. Lots of protesting, and some of the older, I was not old enough to even know what the hell was going on. But my description section today is just some lyrics from a song that echoed the time, and it's exactly what we need right now. These anti-protest songs and these protest songs that were written in the late 60s were anthems for that generation and that generation of protester, and they are pretty appropriate now. So hey Don, how you doing? It's just crazy times. I think we all need to just take a chill pill. What happened yesterday in Washington was completely uncalled for, and I don't think this is gonna stop until the peaceful protesters stop. I understand you guys want to protest, but now you got to think of the bigger picture. Cops are going to be cops. There's always going to be the bad apple, and regardless of bigotry or whatever you want to call it, there's still always going to be that bad apple. We're not stamping out prejudicism. That's a word, by the way. I made it up. We're not going to stamp out any of that with this generation. It's taken generations to get to where we are today, and it took 100 years for America for Washington to actually finally fulfill what President Grant and President Lincoln started, and it just got backburnered when Grant left office. Grant was the biggest pusher on the Reconstruction, which This was all part, what happened in 68, 65, 64 was all part of the greater movement of the Reconstruction program that those presidents put in place. And the presidents that came after them didn't care, and they didn't even go. They didn't bother to pick it back up. Unfortunately, Nixon was one of the big components of it, and President Kennedy was one who really kind of picked it back up and started really rethinking this whole thing about racism and equality and equal rights, and there were certain states that just were not having any part of it. They were still stuck in 1865, and they were not having any part of it, and they had to be forced. The National Guard had to come into Alabama several times to help with the unrest. So what we're dealing with right now is historic to this generation, but there's been other generations that have had the same issues, the same problems. Lyndon B. Johnson really was the one who signed the final 1968 equality, and then there's a few other amendments to it. But so what we need right now is we need the peaceful protesters to just back down, and then that will segregate them from the people who are doing the looting, because the looting is causing problems to too many Americans, too many small business owners who may, black, white, Asian, whatever. It's cutting a divide, and that divide needs to be stopped. And what's going to happen next? Mark my words. If this goes on another couple of days, they will do martial law and lock us all back down. And I don't know if y'all want to be locked back down, but I sure the hell don't. Of course, I'm locked down now, so. But martial law is a whole different story. They could actually lock us down. That means put us in place and say, do not come out of your house. And utilize the National Guard. So what happened in Washington yesterday was despicable. Firing tear gas, which, by the way, tear gas is illegal from the Geneva Convention. I don't know if you all knew that, but the Geneva Convention, one of the things that was written in there, that no country was going to use tear gas or gas, mustard gas, flanking gas, any of those gases ever again. And guess what? Think about, here's a good one. Waco, the Branch Davidians. What happened? Tear gas. And tear gas, by the way, is highly explosive, highly flammable. And the use of tear gas should be completely abolished, and the rubber bullets. Oh my God, the rubber bullets. Have you seen these things? They're like these big hockey pucks. And that's horrible. That's horrible. Rubber bullets. Now, but here again, I've been raised that if you're told by a cop to sit down, you sit down. You do not be defiant to a cop or authority. And this generation needs to be taught authority. Few people didn't get spankings. Good morning, Lisa. I see you just jumped on board. Well, we're having a little discussion about history. And also, in case anybody needs to know, Christmas is 206 days away. So let's focus on Christmas and forget about everything else. I'm putting my tree up. Yeah, let's put the tree up. Hey, Susan. Yeah, it's terrible. It's horrible what's going on. And San Leandro had a bunch of cars stolen, vandalized this car dealership and stole a bunch of cars. What is that proving? That you can steal cars? I don't know. Maybe there's too much criminal element out there just in general. Maybe there's just too many people that think that they're above the law, and they need to be put back in their place. Nobody's above the law. Nobody. And if you're going to go out and damage small businesses Even large businesses. They burned a Walmart down in San Leandro yesterday, or last night. You know, what's the point? Yes, big business, they have insurance. Here we go. Insurance is going to have to pay for all this. And what's going to happen? Insurance fees are going to go up. The trickle-down effect. Nobody thinks about the trickle-down effect. What are the consequences of my actions? What could possibly happen? What could be the outcome before I do it? Not thinking 2 steps ahead. Yeah. Welcome to America. And then we got the video of the cop pointing the gun at the little girl and guy. Obviously, it's photoshopped. Okay, I didn't repost it because I thought it was real. I reposted it because this is the kind of stuff that is tearing America apart. And this was probably, I can't say who did it, but it was probably done by somebody who thinks it's funny, who thinks that what's going on right now in this world is funny, and they're enjoying it. They're enjoying seeing the destruction. They're probably too, scared to go out and do it themselves. And they were getting warnings that they're going to come into the, start infiltrating, the urban areas, the residential. And they're going to start looting and rioting in the residential zones. Come on down my street. Because I guarantee you what's waiting on my porch. It's a bunch of cats. Anyways, all right. So today's message is it's time to love one another right now. I just remember the lyrics. I can't remember who wrote it. I think it was the mamas and the papas, I think. Could be wrong. If you know who wrote that, please comment in. Christmas is 206 days away. Today we're on day 73 of our stay-in-place order here in Mendocino County. I have an appointment to get my hair cut. Yay. Oh, God, it's killing me. Even though I used to have long hair. I don't know. But anyways, good morning, Mary. How you doing? I just, let's just all pray that this goes away and stops, and we don't have martial law invoked in like almost all of the country. I mean, these things are everywhere. Every large city, Sonoma County, again, why block off Highway 101? Why block off freeways and not allow if it's peaceful, then be peaceful. Yeah, I'm just frustrated as hell. Makes me want to, I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. Anyway, so, okay, guys, look, I've ranted and raved enough this morning. Tim, how you doing? How was your ride to San Francisco yesterday, buddy? I know your take on all this. Trust me. Day 73. Time to love one another right now. Right now. So here you go. Elbow bump. Live long and prosper. Stay home. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Wear your mask because you love your fellow human beings. Stay home. Stay home. Stay home. Stay out of the way, and we'll get these problems fixed. So, cheers. See y'all tomorrow. Love you.